Welcome back to Sons of Liberty. So yeah, let's get that bomb, hopefully. Fortunately, like we've said, this game is very good about the whole time in the pause screen thing that we've talked about. And like I said, the game gives you more time than you need, so don't worry, you'll be fine.
So you only really fail if you just dawdle around.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not like it's well, okay, no, okay. To be fair, no, it's not it's not something that it's not tight enough so that it would be necessarily challenging. Like as long as you don't dawdle, you should be fine. It's kind of like the timer in that.
Backflip just said you got no time to be showing off.
Yeah, there's no time to wait.
Well, that was like Jovas just said, that was the shortest path from what I was.
Why did you waste time doing a backflip? Just go over the thing.
Dweeb, so you have no experience. You really have no experience with Konami games, do you?
Pa, could you repeat that?
You really don't have much experience with Konami games, do you?
I mean, I've played a bit of Pro Evolution Soccer.
Basically, starting with Symphony of the Night. Starting with Symphony of the Night, in most of Konami games, including this one, that's the preferable tactics for speedrunners to actually, instead of actually running normally, is to constantly do backflips and moving backward.
Yep.
I know it sounds very, very strange, but it just works.
It just works. Alright.
The wise words of Todd Howard.
Yes.
I can't say that.
Okay, I will admit though, I do like that song.
Sure. Alright, strut E.
You don't know what song I'm talking about, do you?
The fan-made one, Jova. I know, I
the one made by Chalk Eaters. Also, I was talking to Pedro in regards to that. I know you know the song too.
Well, I'm not particularly interested. Alright.
So, right then. On we go.
Okay, so that guard from the other time is not even here, so let's get some more Claymore mines. Okay, so yeah. So the colonel, said that the bomb should be in strut E, so possibly at the top. So let's see.
How cliched.
Where else would you put it?
Well, there were good spots, like under the boat in the previous part.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be fair,
and I got ourselves a third cardboard box.
Be as good now, would it?
Gotta collect them all.
Yeah, you actually have multiple types of cardboard boxes you can collect in this game, and this one is. I don't quite can tell what that is. It's not as one of the Ender's one, but.
Well, I did not manage to recognize it, but it could be based on a Japanese brand or something like, say, fruit or chocolate.
Probably. Alright, let's see. Aha. Okay, so somewhere. Aha. Okay.
Yeah, remember, this is where the helicopter was.
Weird. Why would Fatman put this bomb right here in the opening where everyone can see? I mean, all the others one was.
Trap, I'm sure.
I did not like the sound of that.
Oh.
Did not sound healthy.
So you're the one. You're right on time, I see. I like a punctual man.
It was a trap.
How about a punch going in your face?
I am the greatest that humanity has to offer. Can you hear
And of course you're British.
So you're both the worst and the best. How does that work?
Best of humanity and the worst of it.
I used to hang around department store clock counters.
And yes, he has roller skates. Because why not?
Be rolling on the street. Be rolling on the street.
This guy just sounds like the worst.
It's
Oh my god! Oh my god!
But I buried them in.
What are you doing here?
I actually never heard of Barry Denham.
No, seriously, he looks a lot like Sundowner.
It's because of the blast-proof jacket, Trevor.
That and the bald
Sundowner actually
head
has
and
the
the head.
curve to go with.
That and also the head structure too. Like, a lot of people have joked that Sundowner and Fatman are cousins or brothers or something.
Let's drink to Stillman, shall we?
If you destroy the big shell, you'll never collect your ransom.
Ransom? What are you talking about?
What kind of accent is he going for?
I don't know. It sounded British at first. Now
I
it
thought it
sounds
was
Australian.
Australian,
Then it sounds
but,
New Yorker.
So that's what's going on, huh?
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, you'll know soon enough. And I could care less.
Also, notice my reacting.
So the thing is, okay, so once again, this guy knows something we don't.
Famous bomber.
Seems to be a running theme.
I love this. To be the most famous bomber of them all. I want to be the greatest there ever was. Gotta bomb them all.
Just like
Fatman.
Shadow, be the best edge rogue.
Like hell you beat Stillman. He had your number. What did you say? You have nothing of his courage. Or what are you laughing at?
That croc
You.
died a dishonorable death 6 months ago.
Wait, what?
The liquidation of Dead Cell.
Call it what you want. Only the right stuff survived that hell. Set me free, you know. Open the way to a new dimension. So that I can become the emperor among detonation devotees.
You're nothing but a common criminal, and that's the only way people will ever remember you.
How dare you! I'm an artist!
Oh boy.
That's
Is
why
that
I
what we're
dislike
calling it
foolish
now?
military
Yeah.
types. It's time to start the party. This is how
Also, you got something on your veins. You might want to work on that.
If you prefer to stay in one piece, you'll have to disable my bombs. Laugh and grow fat. Let's move.
Okay, so boss battle. Okay, so the basic gist of it is this. We have to chase Fatman and of course take him down by shooting him or using any kind of weapon. However, Fatman will be constantly putting bombs all over the place, and if they explode, well, the big shell goes boom. So we need to take care of him while at the same time neutralizing the bombs. Every time he puts a new bomb, the game will tell you how many bombs are active right now, and you also show right there how much time you have before said bomb explodes.
You of course also have to be wary of Fatman himself.
Well, actually, I will argue that Fatman is fine because he mostly just kind of wanders around at random. So trust me, focus on the bombs first.
Oh yeah, but again, do be wary of him. I recall having some bouts where he can attack while you're
Oh,
trying
he will.
to take out the bombs.
He will, but it's not like he will, but it's not like the AI is actively chasing you. So trust me, like you're better off focusing on the bombs first.
Well, that's why I say be wary, not necessarily prioritize.
All right, and now of course it's also a good idea, like because if you shoot him, you can stop him from putting more bombs. So it's not also a good idea to try to chase them a bit more. There's apparently some explosives here. There you go.
3 balls now. With more than a minute.
Yeah. Okay, where is it? God damn it. Yeah, that's the thing. Fatman is very good at hiding the bombs, like we've seen. So sometimes they're not as obvious in places. Aha, there you go. See, I was totally convinced that they were somewhere in those shelves because that looked like a better place to hide. But now you just put them in. He subverted my expectations just now.
Can you spray the freezing thing at him?
Yes, you can, but it doesn't hurt him.
Ah, I thought since he loves bombs so much, he'd pretty much be working like a bomb himself.
SPK One Glimpse is a repetition of that scene from the meaning of life. Thank you.
Man, are you slow?
But this is a galaxy we call the Milky Way. But anyway.
Oh, not that.
Anyway,
Where do you think you're looking?
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, as you can see, Fatman is not a particularly good shot, so...
Somehow he has a handgun that shoots like a machine gun.
Come on, Fatman, give up. Yeah, his roller skates make him very fast, and as a result he can get away from you very easily.
Got a bomb
Damn
fast.
you and the power of momentum! His big mass and everything.
Yeah. I mean, he shows up on your radar, however, again, because he's so fast, he can get out of reading distance very quickly. So... No bomb, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing you should do once you turn out all the bombs. Try your best to chase him to stop him from putting up any bombs. There you go. Oh, fuck.
Ah, I thought I was gonna run you over.
Almost there.
Just get on your skateboard or something.
Sorry, Dwibs.
It's for the person that doesn't have the skateboarding mini game.
And even then, the skateboard is only usable on that minigame. It's not usable on the actual campaign.
Pedro.
Well, it would be hilarious to actually defeat Fatman with the skin of Frogger from the Great Quest.
Oh man,
You know-
Frogger went to some weird ventures when they tried to mod.
You know, for a so-called fat man, he's very physically capable. I mean,
Oh well, the trope for that is acrobatic.
Well,
Like
now he
Mario.
is. But now he isn't. You just shot him.
Oh. Okay.
What, is that it?
well, yeah.
No, we need the, extended death scene waves.
Not to mention, Fat Man actually does have one more trick up the sleeve, as you're about to see.
Oh no.
Okay, I know jack shit about the military stuff, but our blast
over
proof
for you.
jacket also have some kind of bullet resistance.
I don't know.
God damn it.
Fuck.
What did you just do? What is this?
I have beautiful hands. These delicate hands can craft works of art.
Not an answer.
Stop talking in riddles.
Tell me where the bomb is!
It's the switch for the biggest bomb in the entire place.
Well, fuck.
No use. Once it's activated, there's no stopping the count.
Where did you
I
plant
love
it?
how his first thought was to shoot
Where
it
is
instead
it?
of just crushing it under his heel.
Don't worry, it's very close by.
Yeah.
Twist. Raiden is the bomb.
So yeah, take a wild
Oh,
guess.
no, it's
So yeah,
not.
so yeah, he just said it's very close by. Take a wild guess where it is.
I'm already dead.
Damn.
He is the
Think
bomb.
you can find it?
You're close,
When it goes
but not
off,
quite.
It'll take the big show with it.
Tell me where I can find the bomb.
He's sitting on it.
That's
No, Raiden. You do it like this. Tell me where the bomb is!
This is the highlight of the party. Bring it on, I say. They'll be happy too. I die here and start my legend.
Nah, I'm gonna have to side with Raiden. You're nothing but a common criminal as far as I'm concerned.
Laugh and grow fat.
That's never gonna catch on, dude.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nah, I mean,
Sorry.
This is, hey, sorry, mate. This game came out in 2001, and I've never heard.
Okay,
anyone-
so now you have 1 minute and 40 seconds to discover where the bomb is. And as you can see through the radar, it's right next to you. So, what the fuck? Yeah. It's right under him.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
I
He
was
was
right.
sitting
He's
on
Right
it.
under his ass.
Well, I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
He's not that good.
I'm surprised he didn't just, make himself a kamikaze. You'd think it would,
Guess
consider.
he figured that would be just a little too
Got
cliche.
it.
There you go.
Well, that was super
Now
easy.
it's not
for
the
an
time to
inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Looks like all the bombs.
Well, technically, we're out of danger right now. So, actually, yes.
That leaves.
Colonel, Fat Man didn't seem to know about the ransom demand.
Yeah, that is weird.
Intentionally kept in the dark, I'd say. He seemed to be coming from a very different place from the other terrorists.
That's one way to put
It
it.
also doesn't match really
Our
what
president
Fortune
included,
and
are still in danger.
Vamp.
Memphis
Keep
said
your
as
mind
well.
focused on protecting them.
But I thought you said
What
the
are my
president was the
orders?
priority.
Rescue the president.
Right, there you go.
We have no idea
There you
where
go.
he is.
Both him and the
Into the
hostages.
Central core yet. I suggest you start there.
Sorry, my pizza
Wait, I have
people are
another call.
calling.
Want me to take it?
No, I'll go offline. Best to keep our presence unknown.
Okay.
We're just going to ignore the codec call ring? That's kind of
It's more of
sacrilege.
a case of let's make it
Oh,
personal.
where the hell have you been, Pliskin?
Better. Looks like I was out cold for a while.
How did you manage to
You
stay
were out
alive?
cold?
Had a little help from a friend.
Friend?
A friend, huh?
Bomb.
Diffused. And Fat Man, too.
Hey!
How's Shell, too?
It's a
I
mess.
find it interesting
The
how
bomb crippled
Raiden is
H-Strut.
pretty much more or less ignoring orders from high command to
If the
still be
big shell
talking to
blows up, The
Pliskin.
explosion is expected to produce...
No.
neutralizing
It was more of a
toxins.
case of do not let Pliskin in the same
Well,
codec call as
looks like
us.
there's not
Take
much
it
danger in
personally
that
and let me
case.
step out.
But the central core.
But
is
remember
starting to
also
flood.
prior
It won't last much
how,
longer.
according
about
to,
the president and the other
the
hostages?
colonel,
They were in
essentially,
Shell, too.
Pliskin is not to be trusted or even really dealt in at this point.
That's the thing. You really get the feel.
Something's up.
That's the thing. You really get the feeling Raiden, despite not knowing who this guy is, he trusts him. Like there's just something about him that makes Raiden trust him. Just like I have to say, I had to agree with Raiden. For some reason, for some reason, I don't know what. I really feel like we can trust Pliskin. I don't know why. Why do you think that is, Shiroi?
Gearhead with me. He's a good guy. I'll
Really?
introduce
You're a walking reference to Kurt Russell and you cannot pilot Chopper.
Yeah.
I know, right? Come on.
So, but that's okay. He actually has a friend who can indeed steal the chopper.
President is?
No,
What kind of
that one's
reference
all
are
yours.
you?
The president is at the top of our rescue list. These are our orders, Lieutenant J.
But yeah, I don't know about you, Shiroi, but there's just something about Pliskin that makes me feel like we can trust him. What do you think?
Aye.
Must be the mullet.
So now what?
You see, he trusts in cardboard boxes, so I feel like we can trust him.
Yeah, that's also a good
Let's
point.
go rescue the president.
And according to Pliskin, he must be in the section 1.
Rescue the president, turn men into terrorists with extreme prejudice. Okay, let me explain the dog tags. The dog tags are this game's collectible. Basically, you can collect 100 collectibles, and each individual collectible it has even the name of the soldier, because every single soldier in this game has a dog tag that you can point the gun and force him to drop the name tag. If you do get that tags, you unlock stuff in the extra modes, like extra VR missions and shit like that. See? Hold on. Oh. Cyber Ninja.
Again.
Identify yourself.
I'm like you. I have no name.
I am Iron Man.
Are you Mr. X?
If you like.
Answer the question.
Let's get out of the open.
Or Deathstroke.
Yeah. He's probably a reference to it because I remember one of the big inspirations for Metal Gear is Western comic books. So.
Neither enemy nor friend.
So frenemy?
Just a messenger from Elali Lulelo.
The what? All right, let's go into codec for private conversation.
This is safer, I think.
Safe from
Are
what?
we having the codec call when we're standing literally just a few feet from each other?
I've been ordered to
But he just explained because that way they communicate purely through brain waves, and therefore it's a private conversation rather than a natural verbal conversation.
But you're like,
I'll decide whether
but
I need
you're
to
like
know.
3 feet away.
This implies that all codec calls have been just our thoughts being beamed via the brain and whatnot.
Everyone keeps babying Raiden.
person who knows the
Yes. Get used to it. Kind of one of the main running.
Shiwa, keep that in mind for the ending.
Secret Service, huh?
The head of the president's security detail, Ames, has been fitted with the same type of VIP nanomachine system as the president.
Wow, so now even the president has nanomachines.
I mean, it's probably for the better.
Picture this, guys. The president of the United States with awesome superpowered nanomachines.
I will be fine even if it's just a senator.
Are those hostages?
That too. That can work.
Yes.
So there you go. This is where they are, both the president and the hostages.
Conference hall. In the Shell 1 core, you'll find Ames there.
What does he look like?
We don't know if it is indeed a he. I've never met this person either.
How am I supposed to look for someone without even a description?
Use your ears.
What's that supposed to mean?
Ames has
Use
a
your ears.
It means use your ears for dude.
You expect me to walk
What do you
up these
think it
To be fair,
hostages?
to be fair, it does require more of a as you said, because yeah, he has a pacemaker, or she, depending on we don't know if it's a male or female or whatever.
There's one somewhere in the core.
Never mind the fact that, Ames is.
Is it a male?
Well-
Is it a specifically a male name?
Maybe it's a code name for all we know.
No,
No, Ames is his actual name. Yeah, go on, Jova.
Ames is the last name essentially, so
A pan card.
it's all fine.
Okay, you know what? It's kind of funny because there's a political party over here in my country that actually is called PAN. So.
Yeah, you did already the joke in Hook.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yep.
That's been a while. I don't remember.
That movie was on TV on Christmas Day for some reason.
It usually is.
It kind of is a Christmas movie,
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah, it kind of is, Shiro. So yeah.
What movie?
Look.
It is a stupid movie, though.
Honestly, I've noticed that, between Hook and the Peter Pan movie, these things do tend to get released around or be themed around Christmas for some
Alright,
reason.
let me explain this. Okay, so basically what the Cyber Ninja is telling us is that we have to declare ourselves as a soldier. It's the only way we'll be able to get near the hostages. And we also need a weapon because all of the specific AKs that the soldiers have are very specific and they're tagged. So, yeah. And yeah, we also need a reticle scan. So, yeah, security is quite tight, so we're gonna need to... Yeah, there you go.
Don't worry, I know what we can do. Find one of the guards, cut his eye out, and use that.
We don't go that gory, but you're kind of on the right track.
I suggest you hurry. They have a nuke on their side.
The nuke?
Oh.
They have a nuclear weapon with them?
Whoa, fuck.
And their continuing presence here unusual? Even with the president as hostage, this is an island, and they have no visible means.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Even if they do have a nuke, the warhead is no good without an access code. The security lockout can't be bypassed.
They don't need to. They have the code. You saw it too, I believe. The Navy man will have a handcuff. The other
go.
half of it is on the football, or the black case if you like. The nuclear button. And now they have it.
So basically, we have all the odds against us.
What
Why did they have to
how
bring
could
the
things
football
get any
along?
worse?
To a decontamination plant of all places.
What they did have.
Well, because they wanted to play some football. I mean, gotta do something during your break time. I mean, come on.
What type of football?
Okay, well, considering this is America, probably American football.
Nothing in this affair is what it seems.
A cover-up. But why? For
That's
what?
who we need for help, NFL Super Pro.
Great, Metal Gear is here.
Again, how
Metal
can
Gear?
things get any worse?
Bipedal nuke cable from the airport Shadow Moses infamy. This place is the R&D center for its newest incarnation.
Of course it is.
What's going on?
Better ask Ames the rest.
Okay, so that's our goal.
What's this for?
You might be glad you have it. Keep the controller's vibration function on.
What do I need a cell phone for?
He's not he's not kidding there, Shiro. He literally means that. If you keep your controller vibration on, it'll be easier because the vibration will vibrate accordingly to how close you are.
No, we have no one like that in our unit.
He said that the big shell was housing a new model of Metal Gear.
First I've heard of it.
Colonel, what are you not telling me?
I've been completely...
Campbell is at it again.
I just told you, Raiden, it's the first I've heard of it.
Or everything I need to
Yeah,
know?
nobody believes
Snap
you.
out of it, Raiden.
I'm not putting up with this bullshit again.
You need to make contact with this Ames.
Again?
So you
This
believe
is your
that
first
ninja?
mission,
Since
Raiden.
we have no
I meant
leads on the
me.
president's current
Hello.
location, we have no other alternatives. Right now, collect as much data as you can, including anything on Metal Gear.
Are those my orders?
Yes, they are. Disguise yourself as an enemy soldier and infiltrate the Shell 1
Oh,
core.
convenient. That's just what the ninja wants us to do, too.
Well, remember, he just said we might as well go along with his plan because we have no other clues where the president and the hostages are. So
Literal shrug.
this is literally the only lead we have, Jova. So might as well.
Well, there's a plot twist. Colonel Campbell is the ninja.
That would be quite the twist.
That would be pretty cool.
Haha, right, and it was me all along. Alright. To the Shell
I mean,
1
given
core.
what happens in portable ops, it's possible.
Indeed. Alright, moving on.
Portable ops. A lot of people may make fun of you and not like you, but you'll always have a special
They
place
do.
in my heart.
They do.
If only because you gave us Calling to the Night.
As far as I'm aware, people enjoy portable ops. I mean, they don't think it's amazing, but I'm pretty sure people don't dislike it from what I have heard.
I've seen it more be made fun of, especially because Kojima himself definitely took the piss out of that game. Like, basically, remember, like, Metal Gear Peace Walker literally starts with the plot essentially saying, we don't need to worry about portable ops or stuff.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Alright. Moving on.
That said, though, I mean, again, I'm not saying that portable ops is even hated, just that a lot of people kind of,
I was
it's
trying
like,
to think, before Survive, if it was any title in particular that was considered,
possibly
Phantom Pain.
Possibly as. Well, no.
Jack,
well,
is that
yeah. That.
Well,
that
okay.
might be
Well, first, let's save because I'll explain that in a moment. Because let's save the fun game.
Get our Rose dialogue.
Got a minute, Jack?
Rose?
I found some information on where Solid Snake is interred.
Oh.
Great. Shoot.
I've located the grave site.
And the body?
Exhumed for DNA testing.
Well, do you have the results?
The right arm was missing, but there was no doubt that it was him. That body belongs to Solid Snake.
Wait, the right arm was missing. Well, hold on. The right arm was missing. Why does that ring some kind of a bell in my mind?
I guess I was kind of hoping to meet the legend in the flesh.
I get you. But it looks like he's not behind this incident.
What a shame, Raiden.
Okay, it turns out Solid Snake is not involved in this incident. Now we have definitive proof, clearly.
Absolutely.
Your priority
Oh,
is
yeah,
to
sure.
contact Agent Ames.
Alright.
Agent Ames.
Alright, so, before we end this part, let me show a bit of the special section. Since we... Alright, so, the dog tag viewer. Let's take a look at it. Basically, first load whatever save file you want to see the dog tags for. So, there you go. Plant. Alright, where is it? Which one did I get? Oh no.
Stillman's.
Oh no, never mind. No, this is before. This is before I remember that it's the VR. There you go. Peter Stillman's dog tag.
Batman had the Peter's dog tag on him.
Indeed. So basically, on the dog tag viewer, you can see the dog tags, and like I said, when you unlock dog tags, you unlock stuff like extra VR missions and shit like that. Again, this is why I was complaining about the dog tag system that they put in from this game into Twin Snakes. Because in Twin Snakes, the dog tags don't give you anything. It's just a collectible for the sake of a collectible. So I have no idea why they couldn't just throw in some unlockable stuff like in this game, but whatever. Anyway, to answer... I lost my train of thought. What were you asking to? I think it was you.
No.
It was asking, like, well, if before Survive, what was
Oh, that's it. Thank you. Thank you. Well, Phantom Pain, like we've talked about, was very hated for its story. Nowadays, there's actually more people on there who have come around to the game here and there. So that game is also on the path to getting its own... vindicated by what is it?
History.
Yes, that's it. That game is also starting to go on that path. However, aside from that and Survive, I don't think so. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are.
What about the Acid games? And
Metal Gear Solid 2 at first had a mixed reception. Now it's much more liked, obviously, but.
I'm mostly talking about just the regular series, Jova.
Yeah, the mainline games.
Okay, fair enough. In that case, okay, the game candidates for that would probably be Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 5, as for the games before Survive. Nowadays, Survive is like the lowest among both mainline and spin-off games.
It's not even...
obvious reasons. I guess at some point one could also consider Metal Gear Rising as that, since some people do consider that technically a mainline game. Kind of in the same way that Shadow the Hedgehog is kind of seen more so as a mainline
Oh,
Sonic
it's part
game
of me. It's part
than
of the
a
main
spin-off.
content. Jova, that's the thing. Just because it doesn't have a number, I already talked to you about this. Just because it doesn't have a number in the title, as long as it's actually part in continuity with the series, I do consider.
Well, yeah,
that
Peacewalker.
kind of stuff mainline.
Well, yeah, obviously Peace
That's
Walker is
actually my main
mainline.
point about why Metal Gear Rising is probably considered mainline.
Oh no,
Because
no.
it is part of the main continuity.
Oh yeah.
Alright then.
So yeah, everybody. In the next part, we get our disguise and we go save the hostages.
Goodie. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.